Who would like more events on their calendar right now? Absolutely. Listen, I have been to a rally before. This is my 26th rally, national rally. And I have been to a rally before where I opened my calendar and did not have one event on it. You are fixing to hear from 3 amazing ladies that will help you get events on your calendar immediately. Combined together, these girls have 42 years experience. So I want to bring out the first girl, and that is Julie David. And she has been in Premier for 11 years. She's married to Philip this month for 20 years, so happy anniversary. Last year, she was awarded the Servant Leader Award. Julie has earned the Crown Jewel program 9 times and earned Designer Circle every single year since she has been in. This year, she retailed $97,322. And get this, almost $24,000 of that retail was from 12 fundraisers. Awesome. Now, Julie's favorite thing to do outside of Premier is game night, and I can imagine so because probably her entire family is very competitive. All right, our next jeweler is Rosie Stoner. Rosie is a designer and has been in Premier for 15 years. She's married to Tom, and they have 2 children, Eric, 21, and Elizabeth, 16. She's earned all levels of the Crown Jewel program several times, and Designer Circle 7 times. Outside of Premier, Rosie loves spending time with her family and traveling. Now, Rosie's going to be sharing with us about the Jewelry Lovers Club, and I'm super excited for y'all to hear about that. Julie's going to be talking about fundraising, and Rosie's going to be talking about her Jewelry Lovers Club. Okay, Adrian Dawes is our next jeweler. Come on out, Adrian. And has been in Premier for 16 years. She's married to Doug, and they have 3 children and a sweet daughter-in-law. She just found out that she is going to be a grandma. And she's been buying tons of girls' clothes, and I think her daughter is like maybe 2 weeks pregnant. So I have already told her that I know she's going to have a boy. Adrian has sponsored over 200 first levels, held 850 jewelry shows, and she was honored with the Vision Award. Adrian's favorite thing to do outside of Premier is to spend time with her children. Sorry, Doug. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to be asking you girls some questions about what you do. Adrian is an expert on vendor events. So we've got fundraisers, Jewelry Lovers Club, and vendor events. So we're going to be able to just fill our calendar with lots of events from hearing what these girls are doing. So the first question that I want to ask is to Julie, okay? Julie, can you tell us exactly what a fundraiser is and why you do them?
Okay, so a fundraiser is just any event where you gather up orders with the purpose of sharing part of your profit with a worthy cause. Now, that worthy cause does not need to be an official organization. It might just be a mom that's raising money for her kids to be able to go to camp, or a friend that needs to raise money for a missions trip, or it could be a family or a person in need, and you just want to help. Now, what I love to do is to partner with a hostess and raise money for a cause that she is really passionate about. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do is establish what your donation is going to be. It could be a flat donation, $25, $50, $75. But what I feel really works the best is a percentage of your profits. Now, I go into detail about the math on Premier University, so if you're worried about the math, go check that out. But what I like to do is give a percentage. So that might be 10% of your profit. You know, it could actually be all of your profit if you felt really, really passionate about this cause. But what I like to do is give half of my profit. I find it works really well to just partner with her and go, halvesies, right? And she gets really excited about raising a lot of money for this cause. I also love for her to earn all of the free jewelry. We want her totally motivated to have a big event. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Oh my goodness, Julie, I can't imagine giving up part of my profit. I use every single dollar for my family budget. But listen, I just want to encourage you. That hostess, she's going to work harder for you. And that event will most likely be bigger. So that additional retail will really offset any loss that you have. And I really want you to look at it like paying for marketing, because this is an incredible way to grow your business. She is going to be so excited to get people to that event, so that's more people for you to meet and serve, but also schedule shows with, and maybe even add to your premier family. Now, if your calendar is not where you want it, a fundraiser is simply an easier ask. It is so much easier to just reach out to someone and ask them if you can help them. So these fundraisers are really going to be so great to build your business.
All right, awesome. I know like most of the time a fundraiser is just you pass around catalogs and stuff like that. How is your fundraiser different?
So my fundraisers look exactly like my jewelry show. I do the jewelry show. It looks exactly the same. So whatever way you run your business, you can do it exactly the same way. I feel, you can do catalog events, but I think that when you get the jewelry in front of women and you teach them how versatile it is and why they need to wear it, they are going to have a ball shopping. Women love to shop. And women love to shop together, but there's only one thing that trumps all of that: when they're shopping for a good cause.
Yes.
So we love a good excuse to spend money. So the one thing that I do differently than a normal jewelry show would be to constantly keep that cause in front of them. It needs to be on the invite. The hostess needs to come up and share why she's passionate about the cause. As you're sharing the jewelry, you need to say, now remember, pick up your Christmas gifts, even though it's summertime, because it's going to this great cause. You're going to be buying those anyway. And so you're going to encourage them to spend more money at this event because they're shopping for a great cause. So that definitely helps. Now, one thing I think that you might be tempted to do is to cut corners on this event. And so you wouldn't do your booking activity or sponsoring activity because it's a larger event and you're feeling a little intimidated by all the people that might be there now that it's a fundraiser. Don't do that. Yes, you're doing this fundraiser to help the community and feel really good, but you're also doing it to build your business. So make sure you take advantage. You are there to schedule shows and to find people to join your premier family. So make sure you're doing those activities. My favorite right now booking activity is the dice game, and my favorite sponsoring activity right now is the Love It Bag. So if you want to see what those are, you can Google me and find that on YouTube, or you can wait, and pretty soon there'll be some videos up on Premier University.
Awesome. Now, who do you do fundraisers for?
So really, you want to keep your eyes and ears open because anybody that has a need, you could do a fundraiser for. And a great place to find them is social media. Everybody shares, my cousin just had a fire. My sister's going on a missions trip. And so you want to reach out to them and say, hey, do you want to partner with me to get a little bit of money to help them out? I would love to do that for you. I have a lot of ideas on the video on Premier University, but let me give you one that's really applicable right now. How about teachers? It is back to school time. I'm a former teacher, and I know that we spent a lot of our own money to get our classroom ready. Why don't you partner with every teacher you know and split the profit of the show with her? Not only will she be beautifully accessorized for her fall back-to-school wardrobe with her free jewelry, but she will have money, tangible money, that she can go and use to get the supplies she needs for her classroom. And here's a fun little idea to spread the word, right? Make sure it's in front of them. On the invite, ask every guest to bring a craft supply, like markers or glue or pencils, and you'll give them a ticket and have a drawing for a piece of retired jewelry. Speaking of back to school, how about moms? Every mom spends a small fortune to get their kids back to school. So do you know any moms that have a lot of kids? Or maybe single moms? Why don't you partner with her the same way? Churches are huge. I just did a tea at a church last month. It was a $3,000 event. We had little teeny sandwiches, and we drank tea, and we talked about jewelry, and they were raising money for their refurbishing fund. So it might just be some of the ladies getting together to raise money to resupply the nursery. It could be a missions trip. It could be the youth raising money for their camps. There is a million reasons. The one thing I want to encourage you is to set a goal for yourself to do one fundraiser every single month. And tell people at your guests, at your shows, hey, I'm going to do one, so let me know if you want to do a fundraiser. I do one each month, and I would love for it to be you. Not only are you going to feel so good about helping the community and helping your friends, but it will grow your business.
Awesome. I love using the word partner because that seems like very doable. I really like that. And don't y'all love Julie? That's a lot of words that she gave us. Okay, on Premier University, you can learn all the details of how to do an effective fundraiser, so I'm super excited about that. Okay, Rosie, I'm really amazed about what you have done with your Jewelry Lovers Club. Okay, the first question I have to ask you is, tell us what it is. How do you describe what it is? Someone has never heard of it.
Okay. Really, it was a gift. Thank you, Keiko Torkelson. I love you. But basically, what this is it's a VIP shopping club. The ladies in the club shop once a month with a $25 minimum, and they actually earn free jewelry while they shop. Because there are 12 women, they take turns. So each month belongs to a different one of the ladies, and they get the hostess credit. So
awesome. Okay. All right, now, do these Jewelry Lover Club, do they take the place of your home show events?
They do not. Actually, we do this alongside as another option. It's another booking option. And it's wonderful because actually what we do is when it's each hostess's turn, it's her month, she has options. We actually give her 3 options. She can allow me to just collect the orders, and she can pick the free, and she's done. We do tell her that's the easiest option. It is also the option that's going to get her the least amount of free, but if that's all she has time for, we can definitely do that. The second option that gets her a little bit more is to do that and to pass around the link, because we now have these great links that we can forward out via text or email. And she can send that out to friends and family, and they can add to her show, to her event. The third option that she has is the best option, and I really try to promote this, which is to still pass the link, but also do an in-person event. We want to do that event in person still as much as possible. That's where you meet people. So that's what we do as her third option. And so there's the home shows, and we're able to also book additional events in person at those events. So,
okay. So how many actually clubs do you have going on right now?
We have 4 groups of 12. A couple of our jewelers actually had a brilliant idea to break it up, so thank you, Julie and Jamie. You guys, they broke it up and they started doing groups of 6, and they're every other month. So some ladies can't shop every month, but with a slightly higher minimum purchase, they can shop every other month. And with those, we actually have some girls that shop on odd months and some that shop on even months, so we still have a full calendar. And what that does actually is it allows more people that flexibility. It also still gets them all the catalogs, so they go through the whole year. And they're more likely to renew and stay in it because they only got to shop 5 times and get one small amount of free jewelry, so they want to do it again. So that's a good thing. I will tell you, we have 4 groups of 8, and we have 8 groups of 6. So that is 8 events guaranteed every month.
Wow. So how many customers actually is that, like shopping every single month?
Like 70-ish.
70 customers every month shopping?
Yeah.
Hey, give her a hand. That's pretty awesome. I love that. Okay, so how many in-home events do you do a month outside of the jewelry?
Outside, it's 2 to 4.
2 to 4. So that's awesome. So you can combine the Jewelry Lovers Club, or whatever you want to call it, the Bling Club, or whatever, with your home show. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So is this event that you're sponsoring in any way?
I will tell you, if we can't sponsor with $45 a month, I don't know. I mean, that is the greatest thing. So I will tell you, it's not really about how we do the in-person events. It's more about getting the information in front of people. So no, this has not affected my sponsoring in any way. It actually has helped. When I am able to share with people that now I have an option, that if you're a stay-at-home mom and you cannot afford the time to go out of the house more than once or twice a month, you can start a club. And you can do this pretty much from home. Not everybody wants to do an in-person event. That appeals to many women. We actually have several past jewelers who look at what I'm now doing and have been doing since 2015, and they're like, I could do that. And so they're interested in coming back in. And now with $45 a month, they're really excited. So that's fun.
I love that. So really, we could just go home right now and get some club members and then encourage them to do an in-home event from that.
Absolutely.
I love it. Thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, Adrienne is the queen of vendor events. Yeah, baby. Okay, Adrienne, how can vendor events, craft fairs, shows, or events where you like display your jewelry out boost your current business right now?
Well, I don't know if this has ever happened to any of you, but have you ever opened your calendar and there's like a blank page staring back at you? Or have you ever had a record number of cancellations in a month, or all cancellations? Or have you ever felt like you're just calling the same customers and hostesses over and over and over again? Well, if that's you, and I found myself there last fall, I want to tell you that vendor events and craft fairs are the best place to go to boost your business right away, because it opens you to a whole new circle of customers and hostesses. These are the best business boosters. Shoppers at vendor events and craft fairs love our jewelry, so they're really happy when you are there with some limited edition pieces or retired pieces, or maybe just something you want to clear off of your table. Cash and carry, they love to take it with them right away. Well, what that does for you is that puts cash in your pocket that day. So right away, you're making sales. And then every person that you meet at a vendor event, a craft show, or a craft fair is a new customer, a new hostess, or a potential jeweler. So it's a great way to get all into new groups of people and sell and book shows.
All right, so where do you find these events?
These events are really easy to find. There is a nationwide site called fairsandfestivals.net. It's nationwide, it's open to every state. It is $19 for a 3-month membership, but these events and fairs and festivals that they have listed on this site are tried and true, and they have history of attendance. So you kind of want to know that what you're investing in is you're going to get a return. You can also use social media. For instance, if you want to use Facebook, what I do is I just search vendor events or craft shows in Northeast Ohio. You can search that on Facebook and it'll come up. There's also several groups on Facebook, vendor event groups that you can join, and just all the vendor events in your area are listed there. So you can use social media as well. And then always you want to be on the lookout for churches, schools, or organizations, especially at holiday time. They always have events that you can join and set up your jewelry.
Awesome. Okay, so tell us that site again,
It's fairsandfestivals.net.
Awesome. Okay. Now, what do you sell at these events, and what's the best? I know you sell jewelry.
Yeah.
But how? Yes. And what's the best way to market yourself? And like, how do you sell your jewelry, for how much? All that.
Well, the best thing to sell, as I said, at vendor events is probably going to be your limited edition pieces, your retired pieces, or something that you would like to move off of your table. Because we normally sell these items for less, and sometimes people that are especially shopping at craft shows and craft fairs, that's what they're looking for. But I also take my current line with me. I want my shoppers to see my whole collection. I just don't want them to see our limited edition pieces. So what I do, how I sell at a craft fair or a vendor event, is I put my current pieces in 2 showcases and my limited edition pieces just in several trays in front. And I have $10 off my current pieces, and then all of my limited edition pieces for just $10, because everybody can remember $10, so it makes it where it's not confusing for anybody. But the best way to market yourself really as your business at these events, and I find it really fun, is make sure that you are smiling at everybody, you're talking to the customers and people that are attending these events as they walk by. If you're sitting at your booth on your phone behind your table, they're not going to even stop. They're going to walk right by. Make sure that you go around in the beginning and introduce yourself to all the other vendors that are there. Give them a coupon, give them a small catalog, a style guide, or a new Engrave Me catalog. Let them be familiar with what we do and what we sell. These are new customers for you, new hostesses for you, or maybe even a new jeweler for you. We already know we have the best gig in town. Share that with them. Let them know what you make and what we sell. Then I do several different things, but this is the most important thing that you're going to want to do. You want to do a drawing for $200 in jewelry gift cards. Now, you don't have to do 200 if you don't want to. This is what I do. Or you can now incorporate the new gem membership as a prize that you want to give away. But you want to have a drawing, either some kind of fishbowl or a fancy box. You can even just have a little gift bag just like this. And you want to have a drawing for this big prize. And don't over-explain it. When people walk by, you greet them, tell them to try on anything that they want to off of your table. And oh, don't forget to enter my drawing for $200 in free gift cards. That's all you have to say. When they hear $200 in free gift cards, whoop, okay. All you have to have there is a little piece of paper for their name, email, and phone number. It's really, really easy, but you have to encourage them to do it. Otherwise, they'll just walk by. Don't forget to enter my drawing. Doing this drawing at these events can literally fill your calendar overnight, and I'm going to explain that in just a second. I also make sure that I have a lot of flyers, style guides, or Engrave Me catalogs with my business card attached to it, and I hand one to everybody that walks by because my business card is also a $15 gift card, and I want that in everybody's hand, from vendors to all of the guests that attend these shows. You want to make sure that you have that. Go around, as I said, and give it to another vendor. They love this. They appreciate the free gift, and then it might be easy to swap a show with them. And swapping a show with another vendor is an easy way to get a show on your calendar that day. Another great way to market yourself at these is to have an activity at your booth so that when people walk by, you can just have this little activity, maybe a little picture frame or a little tree like this one with a couple of our 3-row incentive bracelets from the incentive store on here. All they do is pick a date that you have. Of course, these are dates that you want to fill. They pick a date and they get a prize. These bracelets look expensive, but they're not. So that's the best. They think they're getting a great deal. So marketing yourself at these events is the easiest thing out there.
Awesome. That sounds awesome. That sounds great. Okay, so I know that follow-up is the key. Tell me how you follow up.
Well, this is the fun part, is the follow-up. Anybody love to make phone calls? Yes. All the hands are up. Yeah, that's me too. So this is the best part of doing these events, is the follow-up. And I'm telling you this as somebody who really hates to get on the phone. I dread it. But doing the drawings from the fishbowl makes it easy, because who is the winner from your drawing? Everyone is the winner. So when you go and you're going to make your calls, this is what you're going to say. You're going to call them and you're going to say, "Hi, Teresa. This is Adrienne Dawes from Premier Designs Jewelry. You entered a drawing for $200 in gift cards at the Holy Family Craft Show last Saturday, and you are one of the winners." Now, I'm texting this to her, so winners is in all caps. You have won a package deal. Really important keywords. You have won a package deal for you and up to 15 of your friends. How this will work is that your friends will each get a $10 gift card to spend, and when 3 of your friends shop and use their gift card, you earn a $50 gift card. You're going to text that to her and you're going to say, "We can do this at your house. We can do this at a Panera, a Starbucks. I can bring the jewelry anywhere. I have the following dates." List the dates that you have. These dates will go quickly as we start to call the winners. Let them know that there's going to be more than one winner, because that gives a sense of urgency. She's got to get back to you right away. That also covers you in case a couple of them were there together and you also call her friend. You were going to pick more than one winner. So congratulations. Now, what happens normally when you text a hostess or a potential hostess and you text her, "Hey, whatever"? It's normally crickets, right? They don't even text you back. You get a text back right away, and normally it will say something like this: "I can't believe it. I never win anything." I tell her again, "Yes, you are the big winner. Can you believe it? What date do you want? And where do you want to do it?" They will text you back the date and the place they want to do it, and they will normally pick, I will tell you, a Starbucks or somewhere kind of a general area, because they don't know you. They're probably not comfortable bringing you into their home, but that's what they will do. Ladies, that's a new show for you right there. If you get 100 people to enter this, I want to read you a text just very quickly that we happened to get while we were here, and I hope this lady is here in the audience. I don't know if she is. I think she is. But she says, I just wanted to let you know that I used this verbiage and inspiration to sign up for a 2-day vendor event over Mother's Day weekend. I had 196 names in my bowl. I was thrilled. Over the next 8 weeks, I added 17 hostesses with 19 shows and over 10,000 in retail. I don't think I can articulate my gratitude for this idea. Ladies, this works. This really works.
Awesome.
Now, if you don't want to offer the $50 gift card, offer $10 gift cards and then a $25 gift card for her, whatever it is that you can afford. Now, they may ask some silly questions like, can I use all the gift cards myself? No, I'm really sorry. It's a package deal. That's where those words are really important. It's a package deal for you and your friends. When your friends spend 3 of their cards, then you get to spend your card. Can you mail them to me? No, it's a package deal. We have to do this in person. How to redeem the cards is simple. You're just going to take $10 off of every order. And usually after 3 people have ordered, it is enough that the hostess has earned her $50 gift card anyway, and it costs nothing out of your pocket. So I am in love with doing this. Just a couple tips that you want to know. If you need more bookings, get into new circles of people. This is the way to do it. I never spend more than $50 for a vendor event or a craft fair, because remember, what you're going there for is really to market yourself, to gather names, and get names in this bag. So you don't want to be spending $200–300 because it's not really going to be worth your money. So I hope that this really helps all of you. It has helped me, and I usually try to do 1 a month just to stay in fresh groups of people.
That's awesome. Great job. Y'all give them a hand. How many of you think that right now you could fill your calendar with what these girls have just shared? Yeah, absolutely. This is totally getting events on your calendar beyond the show. So I'm super excited. Thank you, ladies, for sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you all.